Welcome, Riskateers. We are ranking up in Risk, playing World Dom in Europe Advanced, with a random lobby of ranked players. So you get all different sorts of players. If you guys have seen in this series, some of the different players we get to play against, really makes it fun and challenging. Playing Europe Advanced progressive cards, with Blizzards on, no portals, no alliances. I think that was all the settings I need to say. We're in the first spot, so we got to make a quick decision on where we want to be. We got Blizzards in the Orient. In general, we're looking where we have more than one troop, right? That's where we're going to start. Russia's an option. Spain has France has a lot of troops I got to go through to take it. Germany's a potential option. Not really an option up here. Scandinavia is a potential option. Just don't love that play usually. I think I'm going Russia. I think we go Russia here, guys. I like this Blizzard down here in this split where no one's going to be wanting that. We're going to do an attack off to start. I'm going to attack off on Black because he's got the most troops up here and might be the most interested in fighting me for it. Ah, don't want to lose that troop. Okay, so we've got a 2 here we can maybe work from to fortify the north. So in general, when we're playing progressive cards, don't get stressed about having to take a bonus in round 1. People make all kinds of mistakes. They'll roll all the way down to have like a 2 guard, and they'll lose their whole game just over-rolling in round 1. So don't worry about the bonus in round 1. If you're going for a bonus like Russia, which is kind of a crazy one, this will be a fun challenge. It's a +7, so really I don't need it to like round 3, because if you think about it, getting a +7 in round 3 is good enough. Hey, thanks for the follow, Casey Comey. Thanks for following along with us. So we're going to try to take Russia, but we've got 3 rounds to do it. So we're going to do it in pieces. We've got 2 stacks to deal with. Green works up here in Iceland. There's a lot of troops in Great Britain, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. See where yellow goes. Black is kind of my only issue up here. He's got a 2-stack. Green has a 2-stack also, but we already know he's putting his troops up in Iceland. Yellow takes Spain. Black is upset about it. He felt like he had the right to Spain. We're calling it Spain. It's really the Iberian Peninsula, or on this map, it is southwestern Europe, with Portugal and Spain both combined there. All right, Black adds down in North Africa. He's going to take Greece. So this is a classic overroll situation. He had a 4-on-2. All he had to do was leave that till next turn, and he could have taken Greece. But instead he rolls 4-on-2, which we never roll 4-on-2. We never roll 5-on-3. It's just a terrible idea, especially early in the game. It can ruin your whole game. So what he needed to do was wait 1 turn there. Then he could build off that 4 and take all of Greece. And he would have been in a really good spot with these 2 Blizzards and only having to have 2 guards. But he makes a poor decision there. So Red's now in a position to maybe take Greece next turn. Oh, Blue adds. He sees the opportunity. Yeah, so Blue takes Greece. He split guards and rolls a 3-on-1. Which is not super advisable, but okay. That probably holds. Alright, the problem is we got to roll another 2-stack. We go at Black because he's the most volatile right now, the most likely to make a crazy decision. We roll back our 6. So we may take 4 turns to take all of Russia, but that's okay. The main goal is that you don't overroll and put yourself in this situation. So look at what this, let's see who this is, Bizman has to deal with now. He's got 3 territories here. His biggest stack's a 3. So he's going to be scrambling because he rolled that 4-on-2. So don't do it. Don't roll a 4-on-2. Don't roll a 5-on-3. As a general rule, unless you're like rolling for a set of cards that's going to get you a set and turn that's going to allow you to snowball and win the game, then maybe that's a scenario you could roll a 4-on-2. But in general, don't do it. Yellow guards, interestingly, with an interior guard, which is more of a tournament style play, which says you can break me if you want, but I'm coming back at you with my 4 guard. It'll be interesting to see, hey there, One Shot Ox or One Shot OKS, not sure. Thanks for the follow, man. Hope you enjoy a little bit of rank up risk that we got going here. Red adds randomly, almost like a bot. He just bought it out? Yeah, he just bought it out. Okay. So when you're playing ranked risk, make sure you're checking this because obviously when they turn into bots, they're going to play a lot differently. Green takes easily, has some great rolls, has 2 bonuses with 1 guard. He's in a pretty good spot early. But check to see if they say they're offline now. Notice the difference. Black has also botted out. So he had that bad roll. He bots out. That's why we wanted to take Black out of this area. So we didn't have to deal with a bot situation. Yellow wants Scandinavia, so he's already got Spain, and now he is playing a greedy game of Scandinavia. Pretty good player, I would assume. Likely an expert or above rank, I would say, by the way Yellow has started out his game. Gonna make it really tough on me because I decided to take Russia, which was a crazy decision. Oh, gotcha. One shot. I was shouting you out in the semi. Congrats on making the semifinal. That's such a big deal. So one shot's group of death, as he's calling it, which they're kind of both group of deaths at this point. But one shot's playing the number 1, 2, and 3 point scorer currently in the tournament with EG Sneaks, Kuel, who I think is currently the number 1 player in the world, Yara. They're at 93, 87, and 79. So you only have to beat one of those 3 plus Saber 555 though. One shot. That's all you got to do, right? And you get in. Really cool to be in the semifinals. Congrats on an awesome tournament, man. That is that's a big deal. It started with over 1,000 people, and to get to that point is really cool. Okay, so Casey Comey asks, if you quit in a ranked game, is there a penalty other than being locked into low placement for the game, like timeout for joining another game? No, but that would be a beautiful introductory setting that I would love to see added. Or if you just got more points deducted somehow, if you bought it out instead of just lost. Something to incentivize people to keep playing, because obviously it changes the whole game once you're playing with 2 bots. So red and black are 2 bots now. I don't see me getting Russia on this turn and holding it. I don't know how much of a buddy yellow wants to be with me. So we're going to wait one more turn and just use some really high level of patience here, even though 2 players have already snagged up 2 bonuses each. We'll see if we can make it pay off in the long term. Okay, so one shot says Group 2 has 5 newer players. Definite disparity, experience disparity. Yeah. Yeah, the zombies will be crazy, although I like that map better. So the map they're playing for the semifinals is World Conquest. So the World Conquest map is not as open as the Vegas map we played last time with zombies. So I do think it's okay. Red breaks yellow. That's what we needed. We needed some bad neighboring to start going on to give ourselves a chance in this one. Red breaks yellow. But yeah, when we were playing zombies last time in the 4th round, yeah, round 4, that Vegas map being open with portals, I think just made it a little too crazy. So I think you're in a better spot. Okay, Casey Comey says, are you more worried about the bots on your borders or the players? So it depends on the players a little bit, but in what I call Risk 2.0 world, most people don't break anymore. So you can leave a 1 border, or red's got a 2 border here, or a 2 guard here. Yellow's got a 1 guard here, and they're not getting broken. So a lot of experienced players that are playing in Risk 2.0, where everyone's learned from the Kill Pete strategy how to play Risk better, they won't break you. But robots don't follow those rules, right? So they haven't. The robots, as far as I know, have not been watching the Kill Pete strategy, so they are okay with breaking you. So that's the thing, is they're just wild. Like a robot will roll a 7 on 6, and human players in general don't do that. So we're going to allow the bot to get really strong. We're leaving him 2 bonuses. That'll be interesting to see how that works. We like that he broke yellow, though. One advantage you can have on newer players, though, is watching to see when they bot out, because they're still playing him like they're regular players sometimes. Like yellow didn't guard up here like he had regular players, and the bots break him and cause him all kinds of problems. Also, bots don't retaliate the same way, so you're not going to upset them by breaking them. But in general, you just don't want bots anywhere near you on the map. You want them next to your opponents because they're going to ruin their lives, like this situation up here in Scandinavia. All right, One Shot says Prague Fog Zombies with blizzards and chokes. Doesn't get high skill ceiling than that. I know, it's like the highest skill ceiling. I agree. There's just so many different things you'll have to be thinking about at all times. I'm super excited to watch this. Unfortunately, they're fog, so we can't watch them stream, but I'm excited to watch them after the games to see how they all play out. What do you think, One Shot, about the whole top 3 players go through and points don't matter once you get to the semis? Casey Comey, so you prioritize clearing blue for the bonus before you move the 1 for red. Yeah, I mean, that's probably something I need to take care of, is that 1 there. I probably have to do both, honestly. So there's different types of bots. So red is proving himself to be a bonus building bot. As you can see here, he likes to build bonuses. There are bots that are breaker bots, and they'll literally just try to break as many bonuses as they can. And then there's, I think they're called kamikaze bots. I can't remember the term that's used. But they basically run through a path, kind of like zombies. They like to run through a path just around the board as far as they can. So you got to kind of watch what kind of bot you're dealing with. So this 1 here is less threatening because it's not doesn't seem to be a breaking bot. I took my cards early last game. If you guys were watching that, if you want to watch, it's on YouTube. I made a crazy decision to take cards early, which I would basically never recommend, but that was kind of like the one scenario that I would maybe recommend it, and I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off my bonus, and I'm going to fortify next to this bot, because I got a 1 here also that I got to deal with the bot. We're just going to see how everyone plays out. I'm not necessarily assuming I'm going to be able to hold it this turn, because the green 2 could also break me down here. We're just going to kind of see what happens. We're giving everybody an opportunity to be nice. Okay, let's see what One Shot said about the tournament dynamic. So it's an interesting dynamic because, yeah, you don't have to win, so you can play a little conservatively. Yeah, so when the points are in this late stages, it's such an advantage for some players because we're having to make, like I did in round 4, I had to play super aggressively to get a bunch of bounties and stuff was my only way. It does stink for like the people that have built up a huge point advantage, I think, at this point. Yeah, so and Sneaks would automatically be in the last round because his huge advantage would be no way to catch up to him. So I agree. I don't necessarily agree that it's not fair because he did earn those points, but I do agree it's not exciting if he can just automatically get to finals. It's kind of a balance of 2 pieces there, but that structure is a green breaks the green lets the bot keep building and he keeps working on his West Africa bonus. Okay. Yeah, I think at some point you have to go to top 3. Micro says, I wish they did top 15 with 3 groups, and then top 2 in each group go to finals. That would have been interesting, so you had more people in there. I do think it's weird that 6 out of 10 are getting through. That seems like a really high percentage at this point in the tournament. There's no, there's prizes, Casey Comey, for winning the tournament, yes. But yeah, I think the 6 out of 10 is kind of crazy because they've been cutting like, I don't know, 70% of players each round the last few rounds, and now all of a sudden we're going to cut 40%, which is strange. But there is okay, so the Grandmasters tournament sign up. If you're a Grandmaster, you can sign up. You've got to get on the Grandmasters Discord. And I think you've got like 6 days left to do that. Also, the Legends tournament, which is for anybody, can sign up to play in the Legends tournament. You just have to sign up, but the signups aren't open. The signups open today, I think. Actually, I think we got a notice they open today. I will put a link on my YouTube video down in the comments so that you guys can sign up for that Legends tournament. Anyone's welcome. It's a big tournament, kind of like the one we just did for the World Championships. It's called the Legends tournament. All skill sets involved. So make sure you sign up for that. I will be playing in it. I'd love to play in the Grandmasters one, but we'll see if I can rank up fast enough to get into that. Black breaks the bot. So the bot's fully broken. People are tired of him. So the dream scenario, Casey Comey, is to get a nice bonus setup way away from the bot and just let the bot keep hitting everybody else and breaking their bonuses. That's kind of the dream, is to use the bots to your advantage. Blue breaks yellow. Again, this is what you want to see. And this isn't super common in Risk 2.0 to see a bunch of breaking. Newer players are going to break more. Interesting. We get to keep our bonus. Hooray. Again, we've got cards, got 4 ponies, but we're not going to turn them in yet. It's possible we still only get that trade, but Black's already turned in and Red might because he's a bot. So we are going to make sure we get a 100% roll, which is a 6 on 2. We add here something like that. We got our 6 on 2 roll. We get in, fortify. Trying to think of who's the most dangerous right now to have to fortify against. I think I want him. I think I play it safe there. I don't think yellow's going to break me. He hasn't been breaking. He's been getting broken. But I'm going to keep it there. Okay. Do they make you a character in the game for a limited time? I don't think you can be made a character in the game. Is that what you're asking? I don't think you can like have your avatar here. Don't think that exists. To have an 80% cut between round 5 and semis was brutal. Yeah, I agree, One Shot. That was crazy. Seems like those could be more balanced in terms of how many cuts there are. Winning round 5 honestly feels more than semis. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. They're real stuck on these week to week. The Grandmaster tournament, you actually play 3 games a week. And I think if they would have, because there's 1,000 players, I think they're going to have to start making these where it's 2 games a week. I think you have smaller cutoffs and more games, and I think that's more fun for everybody. And I think the smaller cutoffs kind of keep more people engaged in the game. And I think it helps because the more games you play, the more you have to earn your piece in the tournament. Versus having just a couple of good games, you've got to really be consistently good. So, I would like to see it go to 2 games, 2 games around. One Shot says the GM tournament is the best format, hands down. Yeah, I'm really excited for this upcoming GM tournament to see how it all plays out. But yeah, the GM tournament, you play 3 games in the week. So you play a game of 6 players to start your groups of 6 players. The winning person's through to the next round. The 5 players remaining play another game. Whoever wins that game's through to the next round. The 4 players remaining play another game. Whoever wins that game's on to the next round. The other 3 are out. So the 3 winners get through, which is a really cool way to set it up. I think Parlox is in charge of setting that all up, and it's a cool format for sure. I am not a GM yet, One Shot. I'm working on it. I am currently a master. So I talked to JJ Bra the other day, and I'm up against the clock in terms of if I can rank up in time. But if I get up there, I will definitely sign up for the old GM tournament. I'm trading 6. I've got 2 now because I'm at 5 cards. Haven't really been paying attention to who I should take out or anything like that. Black's here. I need to be in position to take Black out, so I need a good exterior down here. I wouldn't mind getting the bot. Black's a bot, right? Yeah, Black's a bot. I wouldn't mind getting this out, and I can guard in the Same amount of guards. Crimea always scares me just because the way it's set up on this. So the Crimea is actually Sevastopol on this map. It only connects through Donetsk. I've seen people make that mistake so many times. So make sure you know when you're playing Europe Advanced. We're going to block in Kyiv. Micro wants me to play some caps. Hard to lose if you're good. Yeah. The problem with caps, one, they take longer. Two, I think they're just extremely boring in general because you just get to the point where they're so slow. But I may try to do some caps to try to rank up faster. I'm at 20,000 one shot. So I've got to get another 6,000. But what I did was I worked on this new strategy, which I've been posting these rank up games on. So I was about 18,000. I dropped all the way down to 8,000, just completely killing my score trying to figure out how to win in the new Risk world. And I built back up to 20,000 from there, but I've got to get another 6,000 in. Is that 8 wins? Is that really what it is? It just depends on who your opponents are, as I understand it. Yeah, so depending on the level of your opponents. So, yeah, I've probably won. I mean, I've gone up, what was that, 12,000 in about a week. So if I do that again, I'm fine, but it gets harder and harder to move up, I think. I guess it's the same amount of points no matter what your rank is. So, it's possible. One Shot says it's Prague is the fastest to level. I think so, but I always get ripped apart by the other grandmasters who tell me that it's easier to rank up in caps. So I just think it's a lot more fun to play progressive. If I'm gonna do this, I think I should be having fun while I do it. Is my opinion. So yeah, you definitely don't have the same win rate. You just deal with some really crazy stuff because it is a little. There's a little more randomness to it, and there's a little more of people doing crazy stuff like yellow going and breaking all of green right here for some reason. When he should have taken out black. But nicely he took that black exterior out, so I can take black next turn, take a second bonus. Cards are only at 10, so hopefully he hits this 3 as the bot. That 9 hits the 3, runs him, hopefully loses some troops, loses 2. Perfect. As long as blue doesn't go get him, which I can't imagine blue goes and gets him, he's down to 15 troops also. Blue's probably the next bounty to go get. Yeah, so, and that's my theory. So I've been in a lot, and you'll see them on my YouTube games that I've done in my rank up series. When you're playing progressive, if you can just get it down to a 2 or 3 man game, you can play a little conservative, but your speed's going to have such an effect at the end when you're playing newer players. Okay, so we'll put like 3 there just so I have them later because I'm going to want them. Take black, get his cards, guard in one spot. Actually, we got to do a split guard, and it's against a bot, so that's always scary. I'm not super worried about losing that bonus, but I am going to guard it a little bit at least. A trade where we get an extra 2 troops, which is where we needed them. No. Oh yeah, it was. It added there. Okay. So we add. What do we add there? Make it 210 so the bot won't hit us at least. Add there. All right, that's good enough for now. All right, so One Shot says so when you're. Oh, I need to end my turn. Sorry about this. Yell at me. So when you're still lower rank, the less points you can stomach the losses. Yeah. I don't care a ton about my win-loss record's not great because I have spent oh my gosh. This is whoever Casey Comey when we were talking earlier about why you don't like bots around you, it's because they do crazy stuff like this. Like build a 19 that's definitely about to hit my 10 stack. Unless he's back in the game. Oh, he's back. It's not a bot now. Another thing to keep up with. Check to make sure they're not If they come back into the game, they're not a bot anymore, right? The T-Cat, shouldn't you break the bot and put all 20 on the single point hold? Yes, I should have. Absolutely. Thank you for pointing that out. That was a mistake. Although it's not a bot now, which is interesting. Interesting to see if he breaks me here. No. Does he move the whole 9 down next to me? Because that would be wild too. Interesting he wanted to guard here as the human came back. Black's out. He was the other bot. Our other player, Blue, is now botted out, which makes sense. He's down to 18 troops. So this is the annoying part about ranked risk, in my opinion, which you don't get in tournament games or when you're playing with the Discord community. People bot out all the time when they get upset or their game's not going their way, which I think is lame. And I do wish that there was some sort of additional penalty for botting out versus just losing the game, you know? Because it just ruins it to a large degree. So how many times can you come and go? I think you can come back a third time. Once you come back a third time, you're there, and if you leave again, you're out. Yeah, green doesn't take blue's bounty. He just goes the way through yellow to take blue's bounty. Okay. Getting interesting, folks. Yeah, one shot. I am going to keep playing progressive. I'm going to keep playing on this map because it's the one I'm most comfortable with and I can be fastest with. So I'm going to keep playing on this to rank up and see if I can hit it before the deadline. Not a big deal if not. I'll cover it either way. I'm really excited to watch how it all plays out. Green takes yellow out. Is he about to snowball this game? What are cards at? 25? No, he doesn't get yellow. Didn't go fast enough? Does yellow get cards? If yellow doesn't get cards, I take yellow. Through there and there. That's 10. Ah, he gets cards. Love when people wait that long to do their cards. Okay, he hits green as hard as he can. No way I get green out. Can I get red? Red will not get me cards in turn. Green would be the only one that can get me cards in turn, but yellow is attacking way too slowly to clean him up enough for me to be able to do that, I think. He would have to clean up all of that. I'd still have to go through red. Yeesh. Can't get anything done here. Yellow blocks me out of taking green anyway. Gosh. Think I take red and just get the cards that I can for now. But getting red, I would have to go through this 16 stack. I don't really want to do that. But I'd be up to 4 cards. I made a stupid decision not to go to one spot, as T-Cat so nicely pointed out. Oh, and I just messed up my... Oh, no, I didn't. Yeah, I have no chance of taking red out, though. This is interesting. We are going to fortify back to here. Oh, we got caught in the middle there. I can't get red out because green's got him blocked smartly. Red's also blocking me from breaking green here. Yellow's in the best position, except green has cards. I think green is still mad at yellow, though, so I think he's going to hit him. One shot says I tend to avoid where the map. So I had a line on red, but I would have had to go through this 16 stack or all the way around, I guess. And I just felt like I was going to run out of troops at the end there. So I played these really conservatively because I do think that, okay, red's botting out again. Yeah, red's mad again. Perfect. I play these really conservatively because usually you have an advantage in speed at the end of the game. So if you can just get to the end game, you have a really big advantage. The reason I don't play classic map prog is because you're just playing these wide open maps to where whoever gets the bounty or the cards at the right time snowballs and wins the game every time. This map, as you just saw, I ran into problems where I couldn't go get the bounties I wanted to go get. Yeah, green adds, takes red out, and he gets cards to take yellow out. Yeah, he positions himself. Green's a good player. I may change my mind depending on how he splits that. Okay. No, he's a good player. He's not a super fast attacker, but a good player. He also breaks yellow a little extra. Interesting. He also no. I thought he was going to go break me. Yeah, and there's also a big point in if you finish second in these games, you get points. So it has an effect whether you finish what place you finish in and your opponents. The TCAT, hopefully now again the bot will red bot pop green. Yeah, I wish that would have happened, but we didn't get to have him break because he waited the whole turn and then red gets taken out. Let's see where green wants to go. Puts a 30 stack down here. Interesting. He's not making an aggressive play. He's making a defensive play. He's going to break me in Russia. Which is fine. Bonuses aren't super important at this point of the game. He hits that yellow 16 stack. That's what I really wanted to see happen. Green's the only player that can get me cards in turn. And I have no chance to take green out. Green's the better player. So I need to hit green. Yellow's the slower attacker. He's who I want to be in an endgame with. Green also potentially has cards next turn, so if I really upset him, it's possible he uses them on me. But I think I gotta take green out of this side of the map. Block him here and forward. Oh. Yellow really upsets green there. I don't have enough troops to go get him. Green's still up here. Just checking my options. Yellow doesn't help me. I think I need to be in the end game with yellow. So I'm going to make a move that you wouldn't make in tournament risk. But we're not playing tournament risk. I leave 4 so I can break him here and try to win a 13 on 8. Hit it. Okay. Move there. We stack up next to him to hopefully push him the other direction. Sometimes that can definitely backfire. Sometimes it works out great though. My goal is to convince him to go a different direction. Don't stack on this 30. Don't stack on this 30. Don't stack on this 30. Sometimes if you say that, it really helps too. Yeah, stack right there and run through him. No, he's got a lot left. Oh, yes. So he's going to go take yellow out. But he's doing it from a bunch of different places, so we'll see if he gets it figured out here. He took a lot of time to I don't think he gets them. Yellow doesn't get cards. I think he feeds me yellow here. No way he finishes this attack, right? Yeah, Green's a good player, but he just... No, now he goes to breaking me. I think he realized he didn't have time. So I can where does he block me? No, he doesn't fortify even back. Okay, so I stack here, and I come through and I take yellow out. I get his cards, which turn me in turn, and I got a chance to break as much as I can of green after that. Is he here too to take Germany? No, he breaks green. But he's using up troops, which is perfect. Yeah, just keep breaking them, bud. That's perfect. We wanted an endgame against yellow because he's the slower attacker. But this is a pretty good scenario that we're going to get cards. Shame my 38 is locked. It's kind of locked. Can I get 28? I was picturing having more troops. I don't know why I thought for sure I had cards on 3. That was dumb. 21 on 28, and I have no exterior positions to go hit him with, besides running up here and hoping for some good rolls. I think we go for it, though. It's our only chance in the game, right? Not too good. Oh, okay. I can't take any more of them out. Definitely can't get there. That's not... Oh, I should have broken green at least. That was stupid. He says thanks. I fed. Yeah, I fed, which is fine. Getting second's fine. I don't know why I thought for sure I would have cards on 3. That was stupid. Green takes me out of the game, and I get second, which is okay. Unless he messes up somewhere here. So green is a really good player. He's already taking more of my territory, knowing he's a little bit slower of an attacker. So he's providing himself time. Once he takes yellow out, he gets a reset timer. So he's going to take it out on the front end. So he's a good player for sure. Yeah, I mean, I have a set, but I don't think I get to use that set. If I had the set, if I get to use the set, it'd be fun because I'd go take out as much as I could and it would go to a speed game. But I think he's too good of a player. He knows what he's doing. Oh, he didn't get cards. I get to use my set. Okay. Guys, I got a chance. I'm going to have more troops than him. Let's just see what I can get done. Ah, of course. Okay, now we go break them. Preferably faster than I'm moving right now. Ah, got distracted up here. He gets troops. We're both at 2 cards after this turn. Couldn't quite go fast enough. It wasn't like a smooth path either. And that's kind of why I like these maps. I think the bigger maps challenge you to not just be able to get a free snowball situation. So he takes me out. He's going to get a big um, set of bonuses after this turn. And that's where it's going to take a turn, is he's going to get the bonuses. All set here with 3 and try to break as much as I can, I guess. That was weird. Little glitch there. Let's see where he ends his stack at. I've got an 11 stack, but I can't get very far with it. Can't break him anywhere. Unless he opens it up. No, he's smarter than that. Okay, we gotta find our best breaking point. Go through here, I guess? No, through here is our best breaking point. We gotta take out as many bonuses as we can. We're gonna be real efficient with our troops. Hit here. Right, Great Britain. We probably can't get anywhere else, huh? Slider got me. Sure. Can't break anything there. We gave it a good run, guys. He's going to get a big set of troops on his bonus here. Yeah, if I didn't try to take out yellow, that was dumb. I don't know why I was so confident I had the number of troops. It was in my mind that I had cards that time. What do we got? Cards on 3? What do you guys think? Maybe? Ah. No cards on 3. He's going to take all those bonuses. He's going to be in a really good shape. I would have to break through here. I don't really have enough troops to do any of that. And he's going to take me out of those positions. Yeah. Odds of cards on 3. I don't know. Someone's pretty good at math, I'm sure, on here would know. You've got a 1 in 3 chance in general. So I would say 33%, except there's jokers. So there's got to be kind of a different number for cards on 3 with jokers versus not jokers. All right, we'll just keep playing to the end. Notice we're not botting out. We're playing to the end, even though the game's over. Would have been cool to have cards on 3 there. Could have made it a little more fun. But hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, we'll get some rank points by finishing second. Hopefully, Green's a really top-level player. Hey, we got another follower, Patchy the dog. Thanks for following, man. Hope you guys learned something. Check out my channel on YouTube. Oh, did he just mess up that path? Oh, he's got a 47. He's fine. Check out my channel on YouTube at Mitch on Risk. We post strategy tips. Love to have your comments and input. If it helps you with the game of Risk, that's what it's all about. Please follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And let me know if I can ever be of help. Sorry I didn't win this one, but I'll try to do the next one. And we're going to try to get up to Grandmaster, playing that Grandmaster tournament. So over the next week, we'll be posting lots of rank up content. Thank you guys for your time. And anybody we should raid? You guys got any recommendations of a raid here to send it off? Let me see if I got anybody here to raid. Surely someone's on that needs a good raid here, right? Let's just try to raid Quicker Trigger, see if that works. Oh, you want to see the ranks? Yeah, let me pull them up real quick.